This video is all about synergies in NHL 19. I reveal all of the synergies right here. There are a total of 15 of them, 10 player synergies, 5 team synergies. To those new to Hockey Ultimate Team or synergies, I'm going to give you guys a 2-minute quick guide on everything you need to know relating to synergies. Then we're going to break down each synergy, and I'll tell you which ones are the best and which ones are the worst. So here's my lovely looking basic starter team. If you go to Edit Lines and press Y or triangle, you can see all the synergies that you have activated or that you're working toward. Each of your players will contribute to these synergies so that when you activate them, they will give you a boost. Pressing up on the right stick on a card will show you which synergies that player is contributing toward. You can press the right stick in to look at the advanced stats, and you'll see the synergies here as well. When it's gray, that means the synergy is not activated. When it's green, that means it's activated. Generally, gold players give you 1 synergy, silver players give you 2 synergies, and bronze give you 3. Goalies will also give you synergies. The backup should usually be a bronze, so he can give you those 3 synergy points because you'll never actually end up playing him. There's a slot for a head coach, which could give you up to 3 synergy points, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Not going to be able to activate any kind of team synergies, but I'm close to the beauty, so if I put a coach for that synergy, I could replace some players and get it activated. Now, special edition cards like the Hut Rookies will have more synergy points that you could use, and it'll give you some more flexibility to activate those synergies. Those synergies aren't really required, nor will it give you a huge advantage in the game because it's only a +2 or +3 boost, but that minor boost could be the difference between missing the net or scoring a goal, getting a breakaway, or having the defender catch up to you. I mentioned player synergies and team synergies. The ones that are team synergies, we'll start with those. If you activate that synergy, it gives everyone on the team that boost, even if they don't have that synergy. Whereas player synergies, they have to have that synergy, and it has to be activated for them to get the boost. It's okay if you get 5 out of 4, 10 out of 4. Your whole team could be player synergies, just 1 player synergy. If you want to buy a player with a specific synergy, you can do that through the auction house. This is very, very useful. It's utilized very often to get those synergies activated. The synergies stack as well. If you have a player synergy and a team synergy that both give a boost to skating, such as burner and speedsters, you'll get that +4 boost instead of just a +2 boost. Hopefully I covered everything. If you have any other questions regarding synergies, let me know in the comments. At this time, I'd like to point out a great tool for building your team and looking at synergies. It's hutdb.net. If you're struggling to piece together your team, they will do a lot of the heavy lifting. Link is in the description. Now let's rank the synergies. The absolute best synergy that I think you should make a whole team around is Call the Shot. And here's my reasoning for it. Originally, I had the skating synergies in the same group with Call the Shot, so there were 3 of the best synergies. But after playing a bunch of games in Hut, I realized that a lot of skaters are already really fast, but they have terrible shots. Skating in Hut this year kind of feels like anyone can catch up to anyone. Whereas starting off with 80 shooting or less, you're going to be missing the net quite often. So Call the Shot is a lot like the Team Synergy X-Ray from 2 years ago. With everyone on your team having it, your guys will shoot a lot better. It'll be far more noticeable than the skating synergies. The offensive awareness boost, well, it's just extra, honestly. I would have ranked this as the best synergy even without that. The next group are the great player synergies and the great team synergies. All the synergies on the screen I feel matter the most, and these are the ones you should be targeting. Let's start with the skating ones, speedsters and burners. Speedsters a player synergy, burner a team synergy. You activate the both of those, you'll get a +5 boost to your players in acceleration, speed, and agility. Skating is pretty important because without skating, you can't score goals. You're going to just be sitting there stationary on the ice, hoping the puck comes to you so that you can bury it. Kind of like Ovechkin on the power play. You can still score without a good shot, but you're just going to need to be on the breakaway all the time. So that increases the fundamental stats in this game. Speaking of breakaways, they happen less often this year, so the synergies are only marginally better. A basic way of looking at it is saying these synergies will double your breakaways. Well, last year doubling meant going from 5 to 10. This year doubling could mean mean going from 1 to 2. So that's all I'm going to say on that. They're important, but I still think shooting is more important. Next, let's talk about Breakout Master, the one furthest to the right on the player synergies. It's pretty much a combination of skating and shooting, but since you're still likely to miss the net, not as important. Now, the thing that makes this year crazy are the 3 remaining synergies. Last year, I would have had those as the worst synergies in the game. The game has evolved, and that means that the biggest players, the ones that lay the body, the ones that can take the body, are going to be the best players. You want attributes such as strength, such as balance, body checking. That's actually kind of it, unless you count height and weight. I don't know if a high stick checking, high defensive awareness will really change whether or not you get penalties when you're trying to use the poke check. The game will still punish you for bad poke checks, and that's why these synergies are going to be more important. From here, let's move on to the next tier I like to call Circumstantial Synergies. Basically, synergies that only matter based on how much you use it, such as deking, or if you need help in face-offs, Face-Off Master, or if your passes aren't connecting, then Passing Playmaker. If you're really into deking, pairing up the Beauty and Dangler Zone will pretty much allow you to perform those fancy dekes without losing the puck. Puck control, I'm sure, will help with that. Hand-eye is a little eh. But yeah, you go, girl, if that's what you want. When it comes to Defensive Warrior and It's a Trap, I'm iffy on those because, like I said, stick checking doesn't matter as much. The defensive awareness boost is great because it puts your players in the right positions. But with the AI not being as aggressive this year, not able to do a lot for you, I don't think those are going to be a great help. Now that I think of it, probably could put It's a Trap in the last set of synergies. Oh well. At least Defensive Warrior could give you that slight passing boost. Something to note here, Defensive Warrior needs 6 points and it's a player synergy. Harder to activate, maybe makes it not as worth it. Moving on to the unproductive synergies. We have the Beast, a player synergy that gives you aggression, endurance, and fighting. 3 things probably you shouldn't care about. Body checking's nice, but not worth activating. Maybe when it's the end of the year and, well, it's one of the last synergies that you need. For the boys, similar idea. Shot blocking, pretty useless. Endurance won't make a huge difference. The balance is nice, but to put 10 points just so that everyone gets a balance boost, I feel like the other synergies are more important. Face-offs are nice again, but if you know what you're doing, then you should be able to win most of the face-offs. The face-off boost is really just there in case you and your opponent have the same face-off rating, which would mean that you'd be able to win those face-offs whenever you two tie. Anyway, that is my breakdown of synergies. Let me know what you guys think of my ranking. Again, let me know if you guys have any questions. Stay tuned for more NHL 19 content because this is the best place for such a thing.